keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire. I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a brighter me.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Spins past him. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 18 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
Prescott to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Roberts with it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Murray. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And that's incomplete. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Marshall now, the return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A gain of 39 that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keith Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Here you go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And now let's see how the young rookie bounces back. First drive and interception. How will he handle it?
And I think this is where your leaders step up for you, right? Your veteran guys put a big arm around it. All right, guys, have one. Don't worry about it. Let's get out there and let's roll. And I'm also eager to see what the offensive coordinator is going to do. How much confidence does he have in him? Does he go safe now, or does he continue to run the full game plan? So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now Already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Now a give. This is Murray. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They're going to look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They run with Murray, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air.
All right, here we go.
But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, I know that play didn't work very well, but an old New York Giants quarterback taught me a lesson a long time ago. Sometimes running the draw actually takes courage and play calling. You're actually setting something up for later in the game, and just because it was unsuccessful then doesn't mean it won't be successful later.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And this really is a good defense because what they've done is focus on stopping the running game and being physical against it.
And the numbers, they really bear that out. They're currently 5th in the National Football League in rushing defense. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, 46! Here we go, wide angle! Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! 26!
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
We're going to 54, wide angle! 26!
Prescott on first down. Past the 20. On the left side, Gallup's got him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. So we have come. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, it's Murray. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. The Giants on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Roberts. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
This is Murray. Stiff-armed him. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Latavius Murray, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
Yeah, he had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They go with Murray again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Giants on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
That one goes for 24 yards.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Finding room inside the 40, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Prescott rolling to his right. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
3-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Latavius Murray, the 40, 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends. Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Murray, the lone setback. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are in for 6. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Caught right side, Davis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys add on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fielded at about the 28. Oh, he slipped right by him. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Hey, Sway.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Austin's got it left side. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A gain of 39 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
But let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah,
just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll set up a throw. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Warning.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.